Hello, everyone. This is Migo Hunter, and today we have more salary cap action ugh, between Knifight versus Variable. So, salary cap is, I think I already explained it, but basically, it's people have their own roster, and it's randomized matchups, and your roster cannot exceed a cost of $18. So, basically, I don't know what their full teams are, but um, I don't know if they changed it, but Knifight is a Vendetta main. That much I know. And Knifight and Variable and Gingivi Tusk are like a group of good friends, so it'll be interesting to see the meta they have with each other because, when friends play each other, a lot of hard reads and weird callouts happen. So, should be interesting. Should be interesting. Okay, so Knifeight's team is Jaina, Midori, Vendetta, Lum, Geiger. And Variable's team is Geiger, Lum, Minalker, Quince, Gloria. And I don't know if they changed their roster because you can change your roster when a match is announced privately. But if they didn't change the roster, that would be their teams. Yeah. So this matchup is interesting. Lum versus Vendetta. I think I actually think it's well. I think it's Lum advantage. Lum has just too many good speeds, and Lum has that uh, end game that Vendetta has to worry about. Like Acro can stop individual combat losses, but Acro cannot stop. Um, Acro cannot stop Broken Flourish, no matter how hard he tries. So yeah, there's stuff like Lum's J, which stuffs 2-poke and recurs, like so. So it can be annoying for Vendetta to be able to get in against Lum. Though Vendetta does have really good damage and has really efficient dodge follow-ups, which he can take advantage of against Lum because Lum doesn't like to throw, because Lum's throws suck. So if he dodges into K or something, it's very good for him. Nice. Actually, that's a well-placed throw there. Lum's throws suck, but when pumped, they can be worth it. And against a 75 HP character like Vendetta, it can be good. And the early range so far for Knifight has been block, throw, block. Could be indicating that he has no fast pokes that Variable has to worry about. Yeah, the Knifight just keeps blocking. Pretty much indicating that his hand is kind of rubbish. And he's just sitting there and building cards so he can get to his good cards. Vendetta needs a few key tools in order to function properly. Vendetta needs his 2-poke, um, 7 for knockdown, and a fast throw, acro, K. He has a lot of disjointed good tools in his kit. There's the dodge. And this is most likely leading to K. Yeah, even if this was a Joker, I think you just play into it as a bluff. Even better. But if that was a real Joker, you still play into it anyway. Just take knockdown. And because K returns to your hand, so it's almost always worth it, unless you really don't want to give your opponent cards. So this is where Vendetta can really get his game started. When he has K and he knocks you down. Then Vendetta has his own mini mix-up of cross-up normal, K attack does 1.0 speed, K throw, which is unbeatable, practically. Baits out the reversal. Well played. Yeah, Variable earlier showed J and K were the only face cards he showed, and he was saving this Q for this situation, but Knifight does bait it out quite handily. And Vendetta has 4 ranks, yeah, he has 4 ranks of dodges, so he can actually, you know, he can threaten dodge into king throw um, many turns in a row. You have to be worried about it. I think if I was variable here, I would try to block and try to block an attempted cross up. Because at this point, it's just his variable's hand is kind of low. Oh, never mind. If I blocked there, I would have gone thrown. But yeah, variable has another Q. Safe play. Fortunately, he loses it. So it's not such a bad loss for Knifight because Knifight's sitting at 10 cards and there's one less DP he has to worry about. Lum only has 4 Qs. And so once those Qs out of the way, the only thing that's faster than 1.0 that Lum has is his aces. Not sure what we'll see from here, from variable here. If variable throws, it's not going to get that great payoff. Yeah. Attacking is good there. Get normal draw. Lum's throws, Lum throwing there would be very unlikely. Just because the reward is not good at 7 cards. Kind of, um, despite the life deficit that Knife Fight has, I think it's pretty, both players are on pretty even footing. Ooh! Okay, that is a very key kidney shot. The ace dodge was purely to beat out any surprise pokes. Good face down. Don't know if it's real. It is real. Fortunately, Knife Fight plays into it. Had the damage and just went for it. The earlier bluff from variable did make this particular blue burst quite strong. So now with that blue burst, now both hands are even. And variable has the life lead. Ah, he found his 2. Nice. Unfortunately, poking Lum's blocks helps Lum build hand as well. And Lum has the unjokerable damage, so he has to be careful. Knife Fight has to find a way to open variable up. That's the power of Lum though, right? Because if Lum has a life lead, it sort of forces you to just to it. No fear. To poke actually kind of risky in a way that Lum has a lot of things to undercut it. Okay, goes for damage. Nice. Disrespect to face down. Doesn't pump the J all the way, only pumps it twice. Oh, okay. Sets up the straight with the face down, with the bluff. I like it. He he played a 6 and then bluff at the 5 and set up the straights here. So most likely variable just grabbed the Joker from his deck. Because that's what you use straights for. It says straights. The funny thing is, straights effect is to search your deck for any card, but that's just a code phrase for search your deck for a Joker. Jokers, they're great for against Vendetta. Jokers give Lum cards. Jokers prevent damage, and Vendetta's all about combo damage, other than his super surgical strike. Yeah, surgical strike is his only form of burst that Vendetta has. Well, actually, no, K throw is as well. Interesting dodge there, but that's probably an indication that Knifight has another K throw locked and loaded in hand. Oh, just does it raw. Yo, the madman. Knifight still has to play around Joker, but the good thing is that. Oh? Oh yeah, he's got another straight, huh? Oh, the 4 dodge and the 5 block. Okay, okay. So we already know he probably got a Joker from his earlier straight. I don't know what card he fetched this time. Could be a Q. Could be an ace. Man, this is really funny. I've never seen a Lum use 2 straights in the game. You still only see one, just for the... Okay. Okay, he did have the aggro. I would have preferred Knifight just going in aggressive and then just aggroing the wake up from Lum. But I guess Knifight played pretty respectful there of wake up Q or Goldburst or whatever. But the beautiful thing about aggro is they can just disrespect options like that and just go in. And as variable, you're perfectly happy for your 9th throw just to get aggro like that. Because, you know, Ven is still put in a disadvantaged state because he's slow. So variable can try to get some damage in here still. Yeah, like so. Nice 6 attack. Okay, I was saying that I better be a Joker, because that's gonna hurt. Wow. Okay, that's so OP. He gets 3 cards from the roll the dice ace, and he gets the ace because he had it straight. That's actually broken. Man, this slum. The slum plays. Oh, and he's definitely going for. Looks like another Poker Flourish play. $18. Pretty good. Good thing is that variable only has a 110 left to worry about. And unfortunately, variable has a life lead now. And variable has his second Joker, almost certainly. So yeah, we'll see. Knifight has to. If Knifight has another aggro here, this end game can still be doable. But without aggro, it's significantly harder. Because any mistake here from Knifight is probably death. Oh, nice. Nice 7 throw. Needed that. And baits out the Joker too. Nice. Takes knockdown. Now both Jokers down. And he's knocked down. Variable has to be very worried. Now just a question of whether we'll see the face up wake up Q here. No! Gets stuffed by the K attack. Nicely done. And nicely done by Knifight there. Closes it out. Maybe he had another acro backup, just in case. Well played. Game 1 goes to Knifight. That was a hell of a first game. Lots of crazy moments there, for sure. It's always hype to see Vendetta. You don't see this character very often. I'm glad Knifight is playing again, because I'm pretty sure, as of now, he's the only person playing Vendetta now. Can't think of anyone else that plays Vendetta outside of casuals. Yeah. Please ignore that extra star. Then Knifight is up 1-0. Okay, so what is the next matchup? Let's see. Ah, Midori versus Minalker. Wait, was Minalker on Variable's team originally? I need to check now. Yeah, Minalker was on Variable's original team. Okay, nice. And Knifight is also a Midori main, from what I've seen. So Knifight is a true low tier hero. I like him. And I like Variable too, because he plays Quints. Oh! Good first turn interaction. Man, Knifight was really fishing for serious damage there. Knifight was fishing for damage, and Variable was just trying not to get hit by a throw. Works out for Variable though. So this matchup is a really cool. It's a lore matchup, which is always hype. But also, it's Minalker can disrupt Midori's hand early, but once if Midori gets to the late game, then Midori is clearly in the driver's seat because when Midori enters Dragon form, when a huge part of Minalker is his DSD mix-up, right? And Minalker's good dodge follow-ups. But Minalker doesn't have those dodge follow-ups available to him when Midori's in Dragon form. Not to mention that Midori, of course, is grappler, so he just beats DSD speed outright because DSD is only 4.6. Um, and yeah, and Minalker can't even spam Qs that safely because if Q hitting a dodge into good damage or a block. Okay, Knifight just keeps attacking. But yeah, basically, in a nutshell, Midori has a very powerful late game to counter Minalker. But if Minalker can disrupt Midori's hand and prevent him from getting to that late game state, then yeah, then Minalker can win this matchup. I would say it's probably like 5.5 or 6 Midori, but I'm no expert. I don't think this matchup is any harder than other Minalker versus Grappler matchups. I think it's just another one of those matchups that Minalker has to worry about. It's not especially hard. Like Minalker versus Trock is also tough for Minalker. So is fighting Rook. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is tricky for Knifight because he got hit by two black Ks. I mean two black face cards early. He's gonna get hit by another one. Ouch, the bleeding. Now he's only down to one card. I would have liked to see Verbal take knockdown if he had odd normal, but Probably playing to the K just indicates that he did not have all normal to take advantage of his only even block. So now Knifight is on 2 cards, 6 and top deck. Okay, that was pretty good. Pretty good cue there. Just get off me. Don't throw my only block. Have mercy. And now, since Variable has played a lot of throws and even revealed a 10 throw there, it's given Knifight more room to breathe and block. I think Variable should just be content with block here, yeah. Variable's got some great draws here actually with the triple face cards and the 7. And now it's sort of, until Melker gets a throw again, Knifight can safely block, which is nice for him. So Knifight's low hand, precarious situation at like 2 cards, he's recovering out of it. Yeah, he did banish an ace earlier, so at least I'm surprised he didn't try and banish the other one. He did try to throw the 10, right? Yeah, he did. I feel like you should just banish the other ace to finish the job. Oh, okay, that goal burst was a bit desperate there. I think Knife got a bit too antsy with that one. Hopefully Variable can draw his other 10s so he can banish the Joker, banish the ace. Like, I mean, banishing one ace is nice, but Midori still has access to Raffle Roof. He doesn't need Final Dragon Bust to kill you. So, I think going for the 10th throw earlier was a mistake. Might as well just banish both of them. Knifight might want to consider sticking in the throw just to disrupt Melker's hand building, because Melker at 10 cards is not something you want to play against. Melker has the damage to kill you. And like going block is good. Like sure, it's good for Midori and Melker, but it's better for Melker to get away with all these free blocks and build up just a massive hand to blow him up with a combo. If Knifight doesn't get his throw opportunities, then it's gonna be tough. Tough spots. Knifight might consider maybe sticking in the throw, getting knocked down, and then baiting out an uppercut or something. Yeah, but no, just block city here. Powers up. Singular ace. Maybe K? Oh, he's going for aces. Is he trying to go for DSD? Oh, okay. I mean, DSD isn't... Okay, he discarded 2 Ks for an ace. Okay, so DSD is in play, and Midori can disrespect DSD more because Midori has quite a few throws to beat it, but I wonder if this is a setup for maybe like slow J or an attack into a big combo or something. Or Variable could just play it raw, Could just be a complete madman and play DSD right here, just because. Is he willing to make that big of bets? Okay, he's thinking very hard about this. I would be too. Okay, I do not know what that Fast J was accomplishing. Why not just play the slow side? Maybe he wanted to beat out a J from Midori, clash with a J from Midori. Otherwise, I think you just go for the reward there, right? Like Knifight played the 2 just to beat the DSD dodge mix-up. And of course, the best answer to that would be a high payoff attack instead of fast J. Okay. Okay, now Knifeight's worried. Yeah, in case you didn't know, Midori's throws are 0.8 speed, so Midori's 4 throw actually loses to DSD, because DSD is 4.6. I didn't really like that fast J, but hey, Variable's still in a very good spot here. Ah, well done. Knife basically played the don't kill me, I don't want to die to DSD. Played 3 turns in a row and it worked. Yeah, and now, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he had Variable had the tools to kill Knifight with like 2 big combos, 1 or 2 big combos, and just going for DSD mix up against a grappler is very risky unless you're going for big payoff attack reward. Oof. Baits out the Q. Okay, he needed that Joker to refill his hand. So now, despite the big loss of DSD, I think with some power-ups, Variable can recover. And see, that's what I'm talking about. The Wrath of Earth threat is now real, especially with Variable at 19 HP. I mean, that's why you banish both. That's why you banish both faces when you can. He had the opportunity, but didn't take it. Of course, this could just be another setup for another wake-up Q. I even see a Desperation Gold Burst from Variable. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, another Q. Safe. Yeah, now Variable has to rely on Qs to survive, I think, against the threat of Wrath of Earth. Variable cannot even safely clash with Wrath of Earth, because if he does, he dies, because Wrath of Earth is 20 damage. And he knows it, yeah, and that's why you power up for the Q. Ooh, Dragon Form. Dragon Form at 4 cards, but does get access to the throw side of aces now. So basically, Knifight can put on the pressure here and say like, blocking is not safe. If you block, you could die to my aces. Because Midori's maximum throw damage is 16 without J's. Oh my god! Okay, he needed that bone cracker. Wow, 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 wow. Nice bone cracker. I like this sticky in the tree there, but I'm not opposed to it. At this kind of life total, that 3 damage could be very relevant. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, actually, now Knifight just dies to Q with one pump. Crazy bone cracker there. He needed that. Knifight tried to dodge the face up Q and got punished very heavily for it. And then Knifight better hope he draw. Oh. Okay, he was checkmated to that 8th throw. Oh, he still doesn't have enough to kill. Knifight still has a chance if he blocks it out. If variable has slow J, that would be a very good play here. Do we see it? Actually, if he had a J early, he would have killed him. Never mind, he doesn't have it. Ah, yes. GG. Well played. Nice way to close it out. 2 attack just in case he drew an odd block. Well played. Nice. So game 2 goes to variable. And now it's tied 1-1. A bit, there was quite a bit of a back and forth, you know. It was a Midori suffering under um, Manelker hand disruption, then Midori getting his bearings back, blocking his way to a good hand, stopping DSD, and then Manelker seizing control at the very end there. So it was a back and forth. It was a nice game. Nice game. And now, what's the next matchup? Ah, we see the panda again, this time on the other foot. And variable on Geiger. I don't really know how this matchup is like, but I would assume that hmm, might be Lum advantage actually, but I'm not sure. Lum has a lot of fast options and it has to guarantee damage, and Geiger has to worry about Lum's ace dodge being a thing. I don't know. It could be. I think maybe it could be even or 5.5 Lum. Yes, this is the turn. This is indeed the tourney where you have limited funds and you buy characters. I see him around a lot, so I hope he joins the tournament someday. Don't worry about it. Just jump right in. These tournaments are pretty accepting of anyone of full skill level. Anyway, back to the match. What was it? J into block twice. Sounds about right. Nice dodge. Gets rid of the J attack. Fortunately, has to give up a 7 throw for it. So that is an indication that that's his only. Well, actually, he did have his 8, but I guess he's maybe saving it for the ability, saving it for R&D. So it definitely becomes a game of for Geiger's on Geiger's part. It becomes a game of how many fast pokes does Lum have? When can I play my time spirals? All the face cards being blocked. Hmm. Actually, you know what? I will say this matchup's even. I think Lum's throws sucking is a pretty big deal when in temporal distortion turns. Temporal distortion, Yeah, temporal distortion turns especially because your throws having poor payoff. It can be hard to throw a Geiger. That's just blocking on TD turns. Speaking of throws, there goes one. That's not so bad because it runs to a J. Sometimes I would rather get hit by the J than having the J hit my block and me getting thrown into the knockdown. Like Geiger has to spend 2 cards to activate time stop, but arguably it could be worse having a J hit a block instead of hitting a throw. Okay, and Variable building up a very, very healthy hand. Got the triple. Ah, he did have the 4. Danger time. Ah, this is spooky for Lum. I mean, Lum revealed the tree attack and a K. Both of those lose to J. So if Knife has any hidden reversals, now would be kind of the time to play them. It is unlikely that Geiger would block or dodge here, but it's still possible. Oh! Oh! He gets thrown for his efforts. The face down. There's reason to face down and against temporal distortion combos. You might still be able to stop. Oh no. He got hidden ace as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nerf this character. Well played. Oh, he just blew him up. Straight up blew him up. Variable correctly identified that Knifight didn't have many fast options to trend with. Well played. It is a very classic Geiger block, 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 block everything, get a full hand, kills you. Very clinical finish. Okay, and now the Giggler foot is on the other end. And Variable's up 2-1. Let me just say it's 2-1 as a reminder for myself. Okay, so now the Geiger foot is on the other side. And Geiger versus Gloria is not a matchup you see very often. But I think it's even, if not maybe slightly Gloria advantaged. Just because Gloria can actually accelerate the game in a way that Geiger doesn't want it to. Like Geiger wants to go, oh, I'm gonna sit back patiently, grab all my 4s, you know. But Overdose just basically makes you lose 10 life every time you lose combat, and that's not a good and that's not good for Geiger. Geiger wants the game to go on longer and find enough resources to make a good TD turn. However, Glory does hurt herself with overdoses, so Geiger can still poke her out with Ks and aces. I don't know. I think it's probably pretty even actually. Yeah, it's even. Gloria has fast pokes to stuff spirals. Geiger has the fast options ultimately with aces and Ks. And hey, and Geiger of course has the time stop thing to get rid of Healing Sphere. The safe play for Variable here would be just to play a fast attack to disrupt the Healing Sphere placement. Okay. Knifight has assumed the strategy of blocking as well. Yeah, I like the overdose here. Because if you have the cards to power to grab the ace and heal, then the overdose is completely worth it. Indeed. Nice. Triggers Healing Sphere, gets a card. And now Gloria can kind of set up her nice little engine, healing engine going. and can maybe catch Geiger doing things other than block. So his Rebel here, this would be a good time to play a 7th throw if he had it. Oh yeah, no, he has to worry about also to worry about Geiger's K knocking him down. That's another thing to worry about. Oof. The 2.2. Knifight had the read on throw misread. I probably would have just let that face down go. But maybe he really thought it wasn't real. Nice. Triggers Healing Sphere. He doesn't grab the ace back. Maybe he has another for another overdose. Oh yeah, Geiger's throws also only they're quote unquote only. Yeah. I mean they're considered slow. Yeah. They're 0.8 speed, which clashes with Glorious. Like so, yeah. So Variable's perfectly happy to take this trade. So yeah, this is the Gloria engine at work here. And now he did have the other ace, which is nice. And now he can heal for his Ace of Hearts. Wow, that's a lot of aces he threw. Now, things are chugging along swimmingly for Variable, but Geiger is at 11 cards and can. I don't know when he's gonna have TD, but when that activates, then he has to be really worried. I wonder if Variable could get away with a little bit of blocking here. We'll see. Oh, he does. Nice. Just having the. If he could block out a K from Geiger, then it'd be a really huge win for him. Ah, that's cute. You could use the Jays to power up, but, use that to heal instead. After all this effort, Geiger still has life lead, but that will change soon. A Variable can get a good heal, good overdose. Ah, lost his nerve. Gets hit by the one thing. So I was worried about the K. I think it would have been good for Variable to block one more turn, but hindsight's always 20/20. Now Geiger's grabbing aces. It's an important turn here for Variable to heal. And if Variable does heal, then he doesn't have to worry about Cycloid killing him. Oh, he doesn't heal. Okay. Oh no. Maybe Variable has Joker here. If Variable has Joker, then all is fine. Variable can avoid death. Knifight powered up for 3 aces. We got to assume he has the 4th. So the mix-up is Cycloid or Spiral to kill. Or just dodge into Cycloid. You got to face down. Oof. Okay, at least he's not dead. But Time Spiral Hurricane is pretty painful. Okay, healing touch to get to 10. This next few combats will be very key. Verbal has to tread the needle here. Work some dodges maybe. Maybe fast throw. Maybe even a surprise Q if he has it. Ah. Tried to block, but unfortunately I don't think that block was beating anything. Yeah, that block wasn't beating anything. Oh, he had the Joker too. Unfortunate. At that point, maybe goal bursting was not a bad idea. But in any case, yes, Geiger is very fair. But it was a good game. It was pretty even until the end, when Knifight had the advantage with the knockdown and the setup with the aces and TD. It's tough to play against. Geiger is bullshit. That cannot be denied. A long time ago, people would have said he was a fair character, but that's because that's biased Geiger made saying that. It all comes down to this. Oh my goodness. It's only my top two fair characters, Quince and Jaina fighting each other off. Man, what a treat to end on. I'm glad that Knifight won that game just so we could see this matchup. And what a cool matchup it is. Is this just for me, go? Okay, so Quince versus Jaina. Um, it's a matchup where Quince can blow Jaina up because Jaina only has 4 blocks, and all her good throws are under blocks as well. So Quince can put her in spin time, make her feel bad, make her checkmate it to K spin, whatever. But on the other foot, Jaina has a bunch of stuff to punish dodging and blocking with her chip and burning embers. That was a big read on throw. But basically, Jaina and also has recurring 2.6, 2.4 to basically oppress Quince from doing anything except blodging. And of course, everything recurs on Jaina's parts. And Jaina actually, her knee bash is 8.6 speed. So knee bash sucks, but it does beat K spin. Gives her 3 ranks of throws to beat K spin actually, which is more than some characters. So yeah, Jaina has a lot of tools to basically make Quince's life miserable. But if Quince could get a good mix-up going, then he's fine. Fortunately, he eats a Jade to the throat. I would have let that one go too, yeah. Depending on Knife's hand. Buy it back. And yeah, this is the story of the matchup. Basically, is Quince trying to get in and get something started, and not making sure that he doesn't eat shit for it, because Jaina can and will punish Quince doing something offensively, and Jaina can buy everything back. We'll see though. Variable has to be worried about the. Okay, nice. Surprise 2 coming out of knife fights. He didn't buy it back. That's sacrilege. 2 poke is a very good tool against Quince because it undercuts Patient Mirror and gives a normal draw. And does a tiny bit of chip. It's a good spammable tool. I'm surprised Knife Fight didn't buy it back. But we had to see, but it could depend on the rest of his hand. Okay. I like the dodge from variable here. You can afford to dodge a lot Early game, when you have the nice life, when you have nice life and Jaina doesn't have tens in discard. Jaina had 12 cards though. Variable better be careful. Variable doesn't want to lose combat or else his bones will hurt. Variable has to make a big read and have it pay off. Oof. Okay, dodge again. Great stuff. That is most likely a 10. Now, 10 pitched away to make Quince's dodges in the future more painful. And nice. This is how Quince can get started against Jaina. Work dodges and get a hit. That single ace poke is interesting. Um, I'm not sure if Knifight had more aces behind that or he just wanted to use it for the speed. Don't know. Maybe Knifight hand is awkward right now. It feels like Knifight is playing with an awkward hand. Okay, nice. Okay, sets up J spin. Taxes dot. Taxes block. So now a good reveal here would probably be. So the greedy play for variable would be trying to mix up normal here. But the safe play is just to reveal J dodge side and rotate into a block if Knife decide to block. Oh, but gets the correct side to spin. Nice. Oh, I mean, oh, never mind. He tax block. Yeah, he tax block. So revealing J attack side first is correct here. For some reason, I thought he tax attack. Nice. That was I think that, yeah, that's a Patron Mirror he just freshly powered up for. Variable has to keep this train rolling. Don't let Jaina get a foothold back again. Because if she does, then in a few good combats, can end Quince's poor life. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff he pulled from the top of his deck. Good piles. K-spin is pretty tough for Jaina, so more cards or the harder spin is the choice Knifight has. Knifight goes for more cards. Ah, and Verbal had another attacks as well. Patriot Mirror here. Let's see. Dodge throw I think is very safe. And no, goes for the cross up and lands it. Very nice. Surprise 6. 5 is Quince's higher value normal because 5 leads to a straight. But that made his 6 attack that much stronger. Okay, this is actually a very crucial turn here for variable because oh, unstable power. Let's go. Let's see some. This is the tricky Jaina stuff we will see here. Either Jaina is going to play attack dodge and get out for free. She takes 7 damage to the face for it. Or Jaina throws Quince and gets huge payoff if he plays K-spin, honestly. Oh. That was sick. That was sick. Knifight did try to go for the cheeky stuff. He probably's a Joker, so yeah. Okay, I think maybe playing to that was a bit greedy. I have a feeling that Knifight wouldn't have gone for the play if he wasn't for Joker. But maybe Variable has a 2 in his hand to make up for that card burning. That was sick though. That was a prime example of unstable power trying to be, you know, and Variable knew. Maybe they played each other in this matchup. I don't know, but that was Variable knew that the throw was coming there and managed to keep his spin going and get and make Jaina bleed. Oh my goodness. He just does it again. Knifeight's crazy. Knee bash successful. Tacks on extra 2 damage. And gets aces. Ooh, pumps with the 8s. Knifight does indeed have a weird hand. But goes for the max 15. And gets aces. Nice. And here, now, we're back in neutral. And Quince is only at 5 cards. So very tough situation here. For I mean, Variable does have a 40 HP life lead, but that can evaporate very quickly. Especially since Jaina has 10 cards and can buy back aces. Oof. Yo, just duff. Wait. Don't get too hasty. Oh my goodness. And Variable just doesn't care about face downs. Man. I guess against Jaina, you gotta disrespect face down sometimes because Jaina likes to put face down 10 so often. Holy crap, this game. Now Jaina is on Magic Pixel. But Jaina can still come back. Jaina has a ton of damage to work with. I was about to say, I should have said it before the cards were being played, so I would look like a genius. But I was saying that 7th throw is such a strong reveal here, to because Knifight showed the 8th throw, and Knifight has also expended 2 7s, so that made 7th throw a very strong option there. But unfortunately, gets hit in the face by 37. Luckily, Knifight didn't have enough HP to buy back anything. But Knifight still has 6 cards left. Probably no jokers from either side. Shoryuken gets blocked. Key block from Variable. Needed to not eat stuff to the face. Flagstone tax. Tax throw. I like that tax a lot actually in this situation. It is a good way to seek for jokers. Is that game? Dodges to bait out the chip from the J. That's game. Wow. Good stuff. That was a fun set to watch. It's very it was definitely a game of two friends fighting each other because of the big bets being made, the big reads. Um, clearly, clearly their tendencies were shining through from both players, really, against each other. And yeah, and props to Variable in that last game for winning a tough matchup. He managed to tread the needle there, and that I gotta steal that setup he did in the final turn. The tax throw into dodge to bait out the chip, like that kind of creative shit. That's what I like to see about Quince, and what I love about him. Like, he can do some really, really creative stuff, and that tax to dodge, tax throw to dodge was hella creative. And yeah, well played to both players. Amazing games. And thanks for watching, guys.